Hey guys, and welcome to TezMania TV. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about really important things to consider before getting a dog. A while back, I did make a video concerning pets and animals in general, so if you haven't seen that one, I suggest you go check that one out first. But this one is going to be more focused on dogs, and a little bit specifically more on puppies. So first of all, everybody loves a puppy. Obviously, they're adorable and just fun and cute. But before getting a dog, you should always consider adoption. There are several reasons why you should consider adopting instead of getting a puppy. And one of them is simply because puppies are a lot of work. I cannot stress enough how much work they are. With the first 3 months with a puppy introduced to the family, you should not work at all. You should spend every waking minute with the puppy. All your time will be consumed by the puppy. Toilet training for one. They pee or poop like every 2 hours, so that's 12 times a day. And it is of course your responsibility to raise the puppy. If your dog is an asshole, it is on you. The second reason to consider adopting is of course the fact that humans are short-term thinking shitheads who buy cute dogs for their children and then return them when they get bored. As if they were just toys or some random thing you just throw away when you're done with it. This means that there are a lot of lonely dogs out there in desperate need of a loving family. And I know some of you are thinking, hey, you got a puppy, you didn't adopt, and you're right. Here are the reasons why we decided to get a puppy instead of adopting. First reason is I needed a non-shedding, allergy-friendly dog, like a poodle, and with adoption you can't always choose the breed. Number 2, I wanted to raise my dog from scratch, and since I work from home, I did have time for it. We also made sure to get the puppy during the summer when both me and Mr. Tez are off for months. That way the dog gets accustomed to both of us, not just one of us at a time. Number 3, in Sweden we don't have puppy mills. They are illegal here. So I am in no way supposing this disgusting, horrifying way of taking care of animals. Puppy mills are disgusting. They should not be allowed in any country. They should be illegal everywhere. And also, number 4, we don't sell dogs out of pet shops in Sweden. That is also illegal. I think that selling any living creature out of a shop like it's groceries is disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself if you buy a pet from a store. Animals deserve better from us. Number 5, we did months of research before even thinking about getting a puppy. Finding a serious breeder, meeting them, getting to know them and their dogs, making sure that we knew what kind of dog we were getting. In Sweden, dog breeders are controlled and regulated by the Swedish Kennel Club. They have strict rules that you need to follow in order to qualify as a breeder. So not just any random person can become a breeder. The word breeder is also a little bit different in Swedish compared to in English. I think it means something worse in English. To me, as a Swede, a breeder is one or more people who dedicate their lives to the animals, who love them, lives with them, and share their lives with them. They are family. And the family that we chose have happy, healthy dogs that are loved and well looked after. They constantly turn down non-serious buyers and make sure that everything is done properly and legally for the benefit of the animals. So Gaston, he's registered, he has an ID chip, he has all the vaccinations and so on. Everything is done by the book. That is what a serious breeder does. And then it is up to us, his new family, to take care of him and raise him and love him so that he stays happy and healthy throughout his entire life. Puppies are not toys. I know that people love watching these videos of little kids crying on Christmas Eve and then somebody hands them a puppy and they're like, oh my god, I want a puppy! Puppies are not toys. As a parent, you are legally responsible for this animal now. It is up to you to make sure that it is properly taken care of, that it gets the medical care it needs, is walked several times a day, gets the right food, and so on. Those things are not on your child, those are on you. Until your child turns 18, you are solely responsible for the welfare of that animal. And that goes for all animals, no matter what size, to the smallest little goldfish. You are responsible for that life. There are few things that piss me off as much as when somebody under 18 contacts me and tells me that they have a sick pet, but that their parents won't take the pet to a vet. Vet costs are an automatic part of owning a pet. There is no way around that. At some point in your pet's life, it's going to get sick. Vet costs can get expensive scarily fast. If you can't afford it, do not get a pet. Simple as that. And larger pets, like dogs, are usually more expensive to take to the vet as well. It is incredibly selfish and moronic to ignore this fact and let an animal suffer. Here are some other things to consider before getting a dog. Dogs can live up to 15 years, so they are not something you should get on a whim. If you are not prepared to be fully responsible for another life for up to 15 years, then you should not get a dog. Dogs should not be left alone for more than 5 hours at a time, and never that long for more than once a day. You can leave a grown dog alone to run errands or go to dinner or meet some friends for a couple of hours, but to get a dog and just leave it alone all day while you're off doing other things, that is not okay. Do you like partying, traveling, indoor sports, or other time-consuming activities away from home? Consider how these things will be affected if you get a dog. But most importantly, do you not only have the time, but the energy and the interest in spending time with, training, loving, entertaining, feeding, and taking care of a dog every single day of your life for the next 15 years? Because that's what having a dog is. I often compare it to having a kid, because you are committed to another living being in the same way. They depend on you. So if you still feel like being a puppy parent is something that would work for you and that still speaks for you after considering all these things, you start by doing tons of research. Make sure to check the rules and regulations in your country and consider adopting a dog before getting a puppy. Check your finances and make sure that you can afford the medical care that this pet will require. And of course the other everyday costs like food and such. Then consider what limitations you have, who would be able to help you if you needed it, what space and environment you have for your dog, and so on. And this is all in order to be able to start thinking about what kind of breed of dog would work for you. There are a lot of things to consider when choosing a breed, more than just the size or temperament of the dog, so keep this in mind. Also, don't rush things. Dogs are so cute, it hurts to look at them sometimes. This is why we do the research and make decisions and take time to think about this before even thinking about getting a dog. But if you spontaneously buy a dog because it is so cute and then end up realizing that things aren't working out the way you hoped they would, you're an asshole. Not everyone deserves to have a dog, and not everyone should have a dog. A dog can be your most loyal friend. It can be the love of your life. But you have to be the same in return for the sake of the happiness of that dog.